I want to address the recent controversy in the NFL regarding kneeling during the singing of the national anthem. This act is completely unpatriotic and a slap in the face to all soldiers, veterans, first responders, and to all Americans in general. This protest has nothing to do with race or protesting any of our country's social imperfections. In fact, if anything, the NFL's disrespecting of our flag insults all the racial equalities that our flag stands for. Approximately 360,000 Union soldiers died in the Civil War fighting under the American flag in order to end slavery in the United States. 360,000 Union soldiers died so that there can be racial equality. In every war that our country has fought to protect our nation, men and women have died, shed blood, or have returned home maimed while fighting under our flag. When these fallen brave protectors of our country are returned home, their coffins are respectfully draped with an American flag. When the NFL disrespects our flag, the NFL also disrespects our fallen soldiers and their families. Every day and every night across our nation, first responders put their lives on the line to protect all Americans, Americans of all races. Each of our first responders has an American flag patch on their uniforms that they wear with pride. Many of these courageous heroes die each year in the line of service while protecting our citizens. Their coffins are also draped with the American flag out of respect and as a way for our nation to thank these brave heroes. When the NFL disrespects our flag, the NFL also disrespects our first responders and their families, all of whom have sacrificed so much for our country. At the funerals of our fallen heroes, their families are given the very flag that draped their loved ones' coffins. When the NFL disrespects our flag, they also add insult to injury to these already grieving families. To emphasize that this issue is not about race, when the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars played in England recently, these NFL teams disrespectfully took a knee during the playing of our national anthem, but they respectfully stood for the playing of England's God Save the Queen. Not only was this disrespectful, but this was also ignorant. These NFL teams are too ignorant to realize that England was a country that introduced slavery to our country, yet they stand to respect England's national anthem. How stupid is that? Lastly, the standing for the national anthem is not a show of support for Donald Trump. As a Latino, I believe Donald Trump has racist tendencies. This was clear when he categorically labeled all Latinos rapists and murderers during one of his campaign speeches. I could also list many other incidents when Trump's true colors are shown, but I do not want to dwell on the obvious. Once again, this controversy is not about race. It's about showing respect for our countrymen, veterans, military personnel, first responders, and their families. Past and present, they have all sacrificed so much so that we can be the great country that we are. Others have disrespected our flag, but as a nation we stood against these enemies, just as we all, as a nation, should stand against the NFL and its sponsors. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and all of the team owners should be ashamed of perpetrating an atmosphere of national disrespect for our flag. This is now starting to spread to the little leagues where kids have no idea that they are being mentally conditioned to be unpatriotic. I, for one, am boycotting the NFL and all of their sponsors indefinitely. Feel free to comment or subscribe to my channel for future, no beating around the bush commentary on our political climate. Thank you.